finally reunited with his family.
Speaking to us on the link with the assistance of his sister-in-law, Bobby, 56-year-old Matthew Kanata was rushed to the Guam Memorial Hospital in November of last year.
So when he got there on the 27th, he was immediately admitted on the 28th into ICU. And then from that point on, probably about a day later, he went into a coma.
Almost 1 month into his induced coma, his brother Mike got the call to come to GMH as soon as possible.
Mike told him, goes, I'm on my way home. It's going to take me about 30, 40 minutes to get to Inaraha. And he goes, no, call your family members now. He may not even last the 40 minutes.
With prayers and support from his family and friends from all over the world through Zoom, those 40 minutes turned into days, weeks, and months.
And we said, come on, we were praying to God to just keep him going, keep fighting. It was a faith in God that kept Matthew up and running.
From a ventilator and breathing on his own, now through a track, GMH says it took a multidisciplinary team of specialists to take care for him through his hospitalizations. From nurses, physicians, therapists, and social workers, it was all hands on deck.
Very professional. They treated me very well.
Even though Matthew may be reunited with his family after 122 days of being hospitalized, he and his family continue the fight and encourage the community to do their part.
You know, there's everybody, I understand. Everybody is so thankful that he's alive and well, on the well road to recovery, but it doesn't pay. It doesn't. There's 2 seconds or even 5 minutes out of your busy schedule. Go get vaccinated. And then follow up with the second one. Being vaccinated may not be the answer to a cure, but it is an answer to better health and to save someone's life if it's not for you.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, Guahusi Isaiah Agan.
The recent ruling from the Supreme Court of Guam on the governor's emergency health powers confirmed her authority in the public health emergency. According to Attorney General Levin Camacho, it's always been a question on who should make public health decisions, public health officials or the courts. The ruling confirms what they've been arguing all along.
These types of measures should be upheld if they are related to a public health emergency and don't constitute a plain invasion of a constitutional right. And we've never taken the position that there's no limits to quarantine. We've always believed that the Constitution is going to be the backstop.
The AG's office was involved in over 200 quarantine cases in the last year, with about 50 of them requiring court hearings. 30-year-old Matthew Otis John was charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance as a third-degree felony. According to court documents, in the early hours of July 6th, a Guam Police Department officer was patrolling Swamp Road in Dededo. The officer approached a parked blue Mitsubishi Mirage with 2 male occupants. Upon reaching the driver's side, the officer saw that John appeared to be concealing an unknown item within his hand as he clenched his fist. The officer noted a clear plastic resealable bag with a white-colored crystal-like substance suspected to be meth. According to court documents, John said, quote, "I'm sorry, sir, that's mine." During a pat-down, police located a small kitchen knife within his waistband. A search of the vehicle was conducted and a clear improvised glass pipe beneath the driver's seat with a white-colored crystal-like substance, also suspected to be methamphetamine, was found. Recommendations from the Guam Election Commission have been made to the legislature on nonpartisan elections and campaign finance. This from GEC Director Maria Pangilinan. The GEC mandated with providing suggestions to amend Guam's election code in odd-numbered years. And this year, Pangilinan says eliminating nonpartisan office elections from the primary election could save taxpayers time and money.
Because in the primary election, we have to print 2 ballot sheets, and when you print 2 ballot sheets, that's double the cost. Then in counting 2 ballot sheets takes a lot longer than counting on only 1 ballot sheet. So if they go on to only to the general, it'd be much more efficient.
At 23 cents a ballot and with about 55,174 ballots used in the last primary, Pangilinan says it would save the GEC $12,000 to eliminate nonpartisan offices like the Attorney General and the Public Auditor from the primary. But the bigger savings, she says, would be in the quicker turnaround in being able to count primary ballots quicker. The GEC is also recommending a change in the frequency of campaign finance reporting to better enable the agency to review political spending and fundraising. The legislature can introduce these recommendations on the session floor in bill form if they choose to. The GEC was also scheduled to move out of their GCIC offices. However, the bid for the move is under protest. Japan has declared a state of emergency for this month's Olympic Games in Tokyo as cases of COVID keep climbing. Now there is a no fans ban in place. CBS's Tina Cross reports from London.
Olympic athletes from around the world are converging on Tokyo, and the Delta variant is outrunning organizers' plans to keep the Games on track. With a rapid rise of COVID infections in the capital, Japan's prime minister is putting Tokyo in a state of emergency throughout the Games. He said the 6-week lockdown was crucial to stopping the spread of the virus. The restrictions mean no fans allowed. Sports psychologists say that could hurt the athletes.
For most top performers, it will feel strange, and it may actually make them a bit concerned that they may not deliver their best performances.
A COVID surge already forced the Olympic torch relay to detour away from the capital. Runners have ferried the flame on boats and trains on its journey toward Tokyo for the July 23rd opening ceremony. But more than 80% of the Japanese public don't want the Games to go ahead. This woman even used a water gun to try to put out the flame, shouting, "Stop the Olympics," before police arrested her. Many residents are angry they're being ordered to stay home as the world's biggest sporting event unfolds around them. It's the 4th time Japan has declared a state of emergency since the pandemic began. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
In commemoration of the 77th anniversary of Guam's liberation, the island-wide beautification task force invites all summer youth interns and agency or department leads to participate in the Guam Liberation Beautification events scheduled for July. The first event is a cleanup scheduled for Saturday, July 17th at 6 a.m. Cleanup sites are the Dedido Lentu Park, the Tidzen recreational facilities, and the Guam Veterans Cemetery in PD. The second event is a tree planting on Saturday, July 24th at 8 a.m. at the Maritzo Asgodel Plantation, Manel Watershed. For more details, call the IBTF at 473-1162 or email ibtf@guam.gov. Stay tuned. Next on Weekend Edition, we have our Culture Club segment, and still to come, our Sports Roundup with Dave Delgado.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
KUAM News, in partnership with the Guam Visitors Bureau, brings you the Guam Safe and WTTC Safe Travel Certified Program Showcase. Look out for this powerful symbol for visitors, island residents, and industry workers alike, as it represents establishments with a consistent global commitment to safety practices. Stamped with approval by the Guam Visitors Bureau and the World Travel Tourism Council. Every Monday on KUAM News will feature a different local business who's taken the Safe Guam and Safe Travels pledge to maintain health and safety standards to get Guam back on track. Log on to visitguam.com to see how your business can receive the designation, what businesses in our community are Guam Safe certified, and have the WTTC Safe Travel certified.
Summer is here, and at Cars Plus, we have the perfect Jeep for your summer adventures. Whether you're going off-road or just getting ready to hit the beach down south, make this the summer event you find your Jeep, like the 2021 Jeep Wrangler or the 2021 Jeep Gladiator, equipped with Guam's only lifetime powertrain warranty. Call us at 477-7807 or visit our website at carsplusguam.com to schedule a test drive today. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Welcome back. Due to popular demand, we are thrilled to bring back the Culture Club. And tonight we introduce you to Brian Terlahi of Rasan at Sulati.
Culture Club, brought to you by Hanem.
Buenas and half a day toro hamzu, guahu si Brian BJ Terlahi. Guahu ifafa nagwenigima rasanatu lati gi ipapa song sung zotnya. My name is Brian BJ Terlahi and I am the Fafa Nagwi and founder of Guma Rasanatu Lati in the village of Jotnya. Guma Rasanatu Lati translates to the house of the descendants of the Lati. Under the umbrella organization of Pipit, which is Para I Prubetuni Tautauta, under the direction of Master of Chamorro Dance Frank Rabon. We have been in existence for 23 years come this February, and we perpetuate, promote, and preserve and educate the indigenous Chamorro language through song, dance, and chant. I have been involved in this particular movement, we call it the movement, since I was a sophomore in high school. So I actually started teaching cultural dance in the community of Jotnya, but I didn't umbrella myself under Pipit until 2007. So I've been doing this for about, I want to say 23, 25 years. Yeah. In the time of being bombarded with so many influences and things like that, our people tend to kind of get engrossed in trying to market our island that we forget a lot about who we are and where we come from. So our people here on this island and in the Marianas have been in existence for 4,000 years. And it wasn't until the genocide, the mere genocide of our people within the Spanish influences or the Spanish occupation, Spanish colonial period, the Americanization, and then the Japanese occupation, where our people went through so much turmoil and our culture nearly died. And so this is important because we have so many of our youth and our children who have yet to be born that this is not more of why is it important, but it is a responsibility to us to continue on the legacy of our people. Because if no one does it, then 30 years down the line, our culture and our language will be a dead culture and language. I think change is happening right now. Being that I am in the school system and I work a lot with the youth, not only in the school system, but also in the community, there is a hunger. There is a hunger with our youth for their indigenous identity. Not necessarily saying that they have to speak fluent Chamorro. I mean, in a perfect world, that will be beautiful. And I think that we are on the right path to teaching our children the language. And as long as there's that yearning or that hunger, then our work will never end. I truly believe that the island is doing what we can with the small amount of people that are in this particular movement. I think we can do more, but only time will tell. And what Sina Frank says and what we always say to each other is andumididi mona sina tapokati mona hinanauta, meaning we take small steps and we continue forward instead of taking steps backwards, and we can continue on this journey. The only way you're going to learn to speak your language, or the only way you're going to learn your culture, is if you want to. You have to want to. You don't just have, you can't just want it during Mes Chamorro. You can't just want it when your friends are coming over to your house and you want to show them that you can cook kadun manok or kadun beef shank or whatever. You have to want it every single day. Now I've been teaching cultural dance and Chamorro language for the past 18 years. And so I, for one, am a person that, many people say it's impossible. It is possible if your heart is there. So you gotta want it. That's my only answer. There's no magic behind it. You just have to want it. Buenas and hafade, guahu si Brian BJ Terlahi, za guahu ifafa nagwini gimarasa natsulati, gi ipapa song zonya, sendongkulo na si zuus maasi, pudi I attention mizu, zani I hiningu mizu, pud esti za unai oportunidad na para umpata huzun hafa no gi tiningo ho, zan igi corazon ho, pud ibaila, zani lenguaje in Chamorro. I am Brian BJ Terlahi and I am a part of the Guam Culture Club.
You can see this and future Culture Club segments on KUAM's digital platforms. Up next, we have sports with Dave Delgado.
Half a day. As we look ahead to a brighter tomorrow, Matson's commitment to Guam and Micronesia remains stronger than ever. While the world around us is ever changing, what remains unchanged is our commitment to you, our customers, and the island communities we serve. Shipping is what we do best, and serving our community is at the heart of everything we do. But we don't do it alone. This is why we support organizations that make caring for the people and the environment a top priority. We know that many count on Matson's lifeline services in the Pacific, and that's why we continue to work hard to ensure that our shipments remain on time all the time. Matson recently added another Aloha-class vessel to our schedule. We now have 2 of Matson's largest and fastest ships serving Guam from the U.S. West Coast and Hawaii. With our new state-of-the-art vessels, we stand ready to support the region's economic recovery. Thank you for the privilege of serving you for the last 25 years, and you can count on Matson to be here for the next 25 years and beyond.
While we've all been through a lot over the years,
typhoons, earthquakes, and now COVID-19,
we've been able to get through these together.
For more than 80 years, Travelers Insurance has been protecting your homes, your businesses,
and the health of your family.
We are here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
There are better days ahead. Tomorrow's a new day filled with hope and choices.
The possibilities of what we can achieve together are limitless.
Let's continue to work together to ensure a brighter tomorrow for all of us.
KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G.
Justice and MBI hooping it up in the Pacific Industry Basketball League over at the Guam Sports Complex. MBI's Jamie Saperno with the pass to Houston Cutter for the pull-up three-point shot. Drano, deep ball from the outside, was all net. Justice with the answer back the other way. Matthew Santos buries the corner three. Saperna dishing it out again. This time Cutter drives baseline and gives it up to Cass Nakamura, cutting to the basket for the finish at the rim. Santos with the bounce pass to Ken Charfris, who dribbles once and pulls up at the ATM. Banks open for the two-point shot. Cass Nakamura put up 6 points for MBI. He goes window for the bank shot. Justice picked up the win 56-40. Jay Casemiro added 11 in the win. Three-pointer drops in for his second of the game. In soccer news, Ian Musashi Becker will be taking his game to the intercollegiate level after signing a letter of intent to play for Carroll College in Helena, Montana. The 2021 Simon Sanchez graduate played goalkeeper for the Sharks this past season. Becker made it official in front of family and friends at the GFA National Training Center. The announcement was made during a presentation event hosted by his youth soccer club, Community First Days In Dedido Soccer Club. Carroll College competes in the Cascade Collegiate Conference of the NAIA. Ian ultimately selected Carroll College because of its soccer program and academic reputation, he said. The purebred Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy held its general team assembly at their headquarters in Agana. The event featured team bonding exercises, belt promotions, a birthday celebration, and retirement ceremony for Professor Stephen Roberto.
Man, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for close to 25, almost 27 years. And I feel that in order to give the best experience, you got to have the energy for it. You got to have that passion. And it's not to say that I don't, but I could identify that some of my students have a great passion for teaching. They have a great passion for leadership. And it was just like a natural occurrence. It was a good time to give the academy to people that have a fresh set of eyes and fresh minds that can help lead this thing into the new future. And the gym's not going anywhere. The gym's still here. The gym's still running strong. And we look forward to everything that comes to us in the future. That we've got a bunch of great guys here with Professor Ali and Professor Dave. And gym's in good hands.
Harvest graduate Sebastian Castro will be attending Princeton University this fall. Sebastian plans to major in molecular biology and minor in social sciences.
The reason why I chose Princeton was because they are known for their undergraduate support. These professors who really know their subject I wanted to be on the East Coast. I wanted to see snow. But I think something was just telling me that Princeton should be the school I choose.
Sebastian has been swimming competitively since his freshman year and plans on swimming for the club team.
The reason why is because I'm not a recruited athlete, and because of COVID, I did take a little bit of a break from swimming, so I'm not in my prime. So my plan is to start with club swim, see where I go from there, and if I eventually join the actual team, then yeah, that's good. I did look at their times. They're definitely fast. I would have to train really hard to get on the team and be a good competitor for them. But I think it is achievable if I am practicing hard.
The Agana City 3-on-3 Summer Showdown takes place July 24th and 25th at the newly renovated Paseo Court. Big shout out to Crowns and Paradise Fitness for adopting the court. The tournament is sponsored by Monster Energy, Clutch Guam, and Crowns Guam.
It's really a good feeling to actually see the outcome, Lee really made this come to life, our visions with our designs, and we want to actually give it a little bit of island feel, island vibe, mixed with the street culture. So it only makes sense, we do the flowers and then we do the grays and stuff like that. So collaborating with Clutch was a no-brainer, man. These guys are doing really good things for the island as well, especially for the youth. A lot of the basketball and baseball and all sports on the island, it only makes sense that we collaborate together and do an event for the community.
Divisions open for registration are 15 and under, 17 and under, girls high school and men's open. Participants who sign up will receive a Crowns and Clutch Guam team jersey and Diddy bag.
This event will actually be FIBA sanctioned. Big shout out to the Guam Basketball Confederation for getting that done. So in addition to players coming out and showcasing their talents, they'll also be able to officially get registered under FIBA 3x3 and start building their profile and get their points and system rankings. So there's a lot of behind the scenes opportunities with this tournament, but we're just real excited that we're able to throw this event together, get the community back out and just have a real solid street ball vibe.
There was a women's division recently added after drawing a lot of feedback from the basketball community. Up for grabs in the men's open division, cash money.
Yeah, man, the $2,000 cash prize is, was a huge sell for this event. Getting the top ballers out was one of our goals going in, and what more of an enticing way to do it than to throw up a cash prize in addition to the bragging rights that the winning team will have all year long.
Fans can expect the island's top players to come out and represent their teams. 3-on-3 will be played at this year's Olympic Games in Tokyo.
Teams have a couple more days to register. The only way to register right now is online, and you can go to www.guamtime.net to register your teams. Anytime you have an outdoor basketball event, you want to try to bring value and do things, away from just the competition itself. So, Crowns Guam, they're doing a great job putting together food trucks. We're going to have some live music entertainment here. Just nice family-friendly environment that fits in real nicely with the street ball vibe that we're trying to give out.
The guys wanted to thank Monster Energy Guam, Guam Basketball Confederation, and the Department of Parks and Recs for making this event possible.
KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Welcome back. This week on My Liberation Heroes, we feature a submission from Justin Gumatautal Santos.
My Liberation Hero, brought to you by Coast 360 Federal Credit Union, Ordot Dental Clinic, and Vince Jewelers. Justin writes, my grandmother, Carmen Gumatautal Santos, is my liberation hero. She hasn't told us many stories about those times, other than she had to persevere and learn how to improvise during the Japanese occupation on Guam. I love her so much and wish I knew more about her early life. She was 16 during the war. She lived in Sumai, but the U.S. Navy took that land, and she wound up living with another family sometime during the war. She came over to the States after the war by way of boat and wound up living in New Jersey and getting married and having 5 children. My Liberation Hero, brought to you by Coast 360 Federal Credit Union, Ordot Dental Clinic, and Vince Jewelers.
And before we close out our news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy weekend birthday, my friends, because on Saturday, July 10th, we say happy birthday to Daniel D. Espinoza, who celebrates birthday number 63. Happy birthday to a wonderful husband and father who's also been a great teacher from Ocean View Middle School. Love from your wife, Leilan, and your human children, Nina, Desi, Danny, Peter, and also from your fur kids, Katu, Tofu, and Nightmare. Happy birthday number 6 to Lovia Faith Cruz Franquez. Happy birthday to you, and we love you so much. Please enjoy your special day. With love, your family. Then on Sunday, Joe Chargaloff celebrates birthday number 74 this year, so happy birthday to Papa Joe. With love, Jonah, Isaiah, Neo, and Xavier. They say we are so happy you get to celebrate with us on Guam. Happy birthday, Mr. Joe. And one of our own here on Sunday the 11th. Happy birthday to KUAM's very own creative director, the one and only Megan Perez. Meg, we are so happy to have you as a member of our family. You are amazing, and we hope you have an amazing island weekend and an amazing birthday.
And remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online at KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birth date. We close out tonight's newscast with a montage of many of the graduates from class of 2021. Guahusi Tyler Matanani, thanks for watching and have a safe weekend.